based on a TV discussion that centers on the apparent contradiction between two key U.S. documents regarding national security and European defense, the publicly focused national security strategy from the Trump administration and the concrete, budget-setting National Defense Authorization Act, NDAA, passed by Congress. The administration's strategy is viewed in Europe as signaling a potential divorce, emphasizing that Europeans must take more responsibility for their own security, hinting at reduced U.S. troop levels, and showing sympathy for Eurosceptic political movements. In stark contrast, the congressional NDAA pushes in the opposite direction. It allocates more funding for U.S. defense activities in Europe than the administration requested, specifically bolstering the Baltic Defense Initiative. Crucially, it establishes a floor of 76,000 U.S. troops in Europe, a threshold seen as a necessary deterrent, and requires congressional notification before any significant withdrawal, effectively putting a brake on unilateral troop reductions. A key point of congressional insistence is that the position of NATO's Supreme Allied Commander Europe, CESUR, must remain held by an American general. This is seen as a vital mechanism ensuring U.S. commitment to European defense, preventing the administration from distancing itself from NATO-led military operations. The discussion highlights that while President Trump's rhetoric has often questioned NATO's utility and favored deals with major powers like Russia, the practical effect has been to spur European nations, particularly Poland, which now spends nearly 5% of GDP on defense, to significantly increase their military spending and capabilities. Thus, paradoxically, Trump's pressure may have revitalized NATO's military might from the European side. Regarding Ukraine, a major divergence exists. While the administration has stated it will not fund Ukraine, the NDAA provides $400 million in military aid for both 2026 and 2027. This act of defiance by a Congress controlled by the president's own party underscores a significant policy conflict. Although the total of $800 million is not seen as a war-altering sum, its symbolic importance is substantial, signaling continued bipartisan legislative support for Ukraine against the administration's stated position. In conclusion, the discussion reveals a fundamental tension between the executive and legislative branches of the U.S. government. The administration's strategic document promotes a transactional, America-first foreign policy that distances the U.S. from Europe.